hip opening. So yes, I'll try and be prescriptive with what muscles we're using when we're trying to do certain things, because yeah, knees can often be the side effect of something else going wrong. Okay, so sitting on your mat with your legs stretched out, big breath in and big breath out. Just rocking from side to side on your pubic bones. Big breath in, big breath out. And then bring that rock smaller and smaller so that you come to the middle position. And take your hands and slide them down towards your feet. And then just let your body hang forwards. Big breath in and big breath out. And release the tension down your spine. Wiggle your toes. Push the right knee down and then the left knee down. And really push out in that lower back and take the middle of your chest down to the floor. So I've been working quite a lot with people on an even curve of their spine. So not bending at the bra strap area too much, but pushing your chest as in the middle of your breastbone towards your knees and trying to bend in that lower back. Breathing in and big breath out. And then slowly sit yourself up to vertical. Pop your hands on the floor next to the back of your bum. Roll your shoulders and pull your knees backwards as you roll. Up to your ears, pulling those elbows back behind your back. And then push off the knuckles and push that chest forward. So now we're trying to curve the other way. Tilting with that pelvis going forward and curling the back. Chin up to the sky, big breath in. Fill your lungs up with air, breathe out. Squeeze your shoulder blades together and down. And then release those hands on the floor. Rest them on your lap. And rolling your shoulders. And let's grab the roller. Pop it on the mat behind you. And we're just going to lay back onto the bottom ribs. And just roll slowly all the way along. So you can keep your head up a little bit for that first roll. And then if you want to take your head in your hands, you can take the weight of it and then try to let it down to the floor and the bum down. So we're curling the back the other way. All the way up, all the way down. And then rolling a bit onto the right hand side. Up and down. And then over onto the left. All the way up and down. And then straight on the middle of your back. Lengthening that head away. Lengthen those toes away. And then pop your bum on the floor. Sit yourself back up. And we're going to sit ourselves on the roller. So sitting on the roller. Pop your hands on the floor behind. And just move the roller under your bum. So roll those shoulders back and down, squeezing the elbows together. And then turning slightly onto that right side so that we're going through the flesh of our bum. Fleshy bit of our bum here. Really rolling through that. So we're just warming it up before we put the tennis ball in it. And then rolling on the other side through the fleshy bit. So just forwards and backwards a little bit. And then put your hands on the roller, hop off it, and we'll grab the tennis ball, and then we'll go back to the roller for the rest of our legs. So the tennis ball, place it under the fleshy bit of one of your butt cheeks. That same leg relaxes on the floor, and the other leg you're using to take some of the weight off the ball. So the weight's on my hands. The ball's under my right buttock, the weight's on my hands and my left foot. So I'm just rolling circles through the fleshy bits on that tennis ball. Now when you come, turn slightly to the right. So my right leg is on the ball. So I'm turning slightly to the right. Yep, so that the hip is slightly angled that way, higher on the left, lower on the right. And then when you come across the lumps, just stop rolling the ball. And you're just going to straighten that right leg and bend it. Straighten it and bend it. So we move that leg in order to move the muscle, in order to get rid of the knot. So this is the same as a physio sticking their elbow in your bum, bending and straightening. And then moving the ball around a bit till you find another knot, and then pull that knee up towards the other one and lower, up and down. Good, so just keep on moving the ball to massage those lumps out. Good. Opening that chest up and rolling. Excellent. And then give it a big roll just to unpinpoint those areas. And then resting down, take hold of the ball and put it under the other side, or you can just spin it across. So under my left butt cheek, left leg is loose, weight's on my right foot and my hands. So while I'm resting on my hand, pulling my chest up, not sinking and hanging off my shoulders. So elevate your heads to the ceiling, lift your breastbones up, and then rolling, and then straightening and bending that left leg. Get my lefts and rights correct today. Bending and straightening, and then pop that foot on the floor, roll the ball a bit more, find another knotty bit and pull the knee up and down towards the other leg. Good, really working through that glute. Okay, hop off that. Move that ball out of the way, out of sight of all dogs. Grab your roller again. Pop it across the mat. And we're going to lift up and sit on it again. And just roll through. And just a couple of rolls on the left side, a couple of rolls on the right side. And then we're going to do the whole upper thigh. So move the roller to under your bum, and you're going to roll the whole length all the way up and down. Good, and then going over onto the right leg. So we're not going to spend too much time rolling. Over onto the right leg. I'm just going to roll slowly onto that right side, the outside of that right leg. So imagine your legs like pastry. And you're rolling, you've got to roll it all, not just a couple of lines up and down the middle. You've got to try and roll it all evenly. So roll yourself over onto your front. You might need to move the roller a bit on the floor. So go down to the base of the kneecap, all the way up into the hip. You might need to move your elbows on the floor as you go all the way through. All the way up, all the way down. All the way up. All the way down. All the way up. All the way down. And then over onto the outside of the other leg. And then all the way up and down the back of it. So that we end up back where we started, on the back of our legs. Good. So the important bits are probably the quads and the outside of your legs. Good. So going, yeah. And going to the top of the kneecap and then all the way on the side and on the front up into that hip area, so that where the attachment points are. Okay, bring yourself back to sitting on the mat. Just slide the roller down towards your calves. This one's quite painful. Put the fleshy bit of your calf on the roller, and you're just going to roll forwards and backwards. If you want more tension, take one leg off. If you want less tension, rest one leg on the floor so that you take some of your body weight off that calf muscle. And then just turn your foot inside and outside. So if you've got both legs on, you turn your feet right out, turn them across, and you can move the feet and turn them right in. Excellent. Okay, pop your bum on the floor, get rid of your roller. Get rid of your roller. And then sitting ourselves up nice and tall on the mat, rocking on our seat bones. Find that middle position. Hold behind your thighs. Pull yourself all the way up and forward. Pull those shoulders back and down. Reach that chin up to the ceiling. Stretch that neck. Big breath in, breathe out, and then collapse the back and roll all the way down to flat. All the way down to flat. Take those arms all the way over your head. Reaching your right hand from your right foot. Left hand from left foot. And then bring both knees into your body and lift that tailbone off the ground and bring your nose to your knees. And then take that left leg out straight and pull that right knee up in towards the armpit. Pull those shoulders back to the floor. Try and keep that neutral spine. So the top ribs on the ground, middle rib, bottom rib. Lift, small lift off the lower back. Breathing in on the out breath. Pull that leg across the body. Push that right hand away from you. Turning your head towards the right. Breathing in and out. Pushing the shoulder on the floor, pushing the knee on the floor. Big breath in and out. Rolling over onto your left hand side. Take hold of your right leg in your hand, in your right hand. Roll your shoulders down and back, holding onto that foot. Engage the tummy and tuck the bottom under and let that leg pull behind you. Let that leg pull backwards behind you. Breathing in and out. Push that foot in your hand, that right foot into your hand. So as if you're trying to straighten it, let that shoulder stretch. Holding that tension. Nice big breath in. On the out breath, release the tension and pull that leg behind you further so you feel the stretch in the quads. Feel the stretch in the quads and the hip flexor and maybe in the top of your knee. Breathing in and out. Release that leg, roll backwards onto your back and pull that knee in towards your armpit. Pulling that knee in, pushing that other leg hard away from you so it's really nice and straight, tightening the thigh, pushing through that hip. And pull this right leg over the body again, push that right hand away and really stretch the upper back. Stretching into a rotation, pushing the knee to the floor away from the hip away from the shoulder. Big breath in and out. Rolling back onto your back, pulling that knee in towards your armpit again, and then turn that leg and pull the foot towards your right foot towards your left shoulder, pushing the right knee away from you. Relax those shoulders down and back. If you want, you can bring your left knee in and you can put that against the right foot and hold behind that knee. Breathing in and out, rotating, releasing, rocking the body a little bit. Now push that right knee into your right elbow. Breathing in on the out breath, release. Let go of that left leg. Turn the right leg, pull it in towards your armpit again and let that right leg go out straight. Pop your arms over your head. Reach those fingers away from the toes, stretching that back, breathing in on the out breath, pull that left knee in. Putting it in towards the armpit, breathing in on the out breath, pull that left leg over the body and push that left hand away from you. Big breath in and out, pushing that left hand, pushing that left shoulder away from the left hip. Breathing in and out. Turning onto the right hand side, rolling onto your right hand side, take your left leg in your left hand. Roll your left shoulder up towards your ear, down and back. Hold on to that left foot and push that left foot into your hand, clenching with your bum. Breathing in and out. Breathing in and out. Pushing that foot into the hand. Pushing, so we're tensing the front of this leg. Tensing with the tummy, so that's pushing forward. And then release that tension, breathing in. On the out breath, pull that left leg behind you further. Increase the stretch into the hip, into the top of the knee. Keep that tummy engaged. If you feel there's a torn in your lower back, that's because you're letting your tummy go and you're letting your back arch. You've got to keep your bottom tucked under you so your back is straight. Okay, release that leg, roll back onto your back. Bring that knee in towards your armpit. Lengthen that right leg away from you. Bringing that left leg over your body. Push that left hand away, pulling that left knee to the floor. Keeping the left shoulder on the floor. Big breath in. And breathe out. Release and let that go. Roll back onto your back and pull that left foot up towards the right shoulder and push that left knee away from you. Holding the leg here. And you can push that, sort of try to straighten the leg a little bit, like just moving the foot up and down. You'll feel the change of the stretch in the glute. Pull that right knee in and place it against the back of the left foot, holding onto the back of that right leg. Lengthen the tailbone away from the top of the head. Breathing in and out, pushing that left knee away. Breathing in and out. Release that right leg, holding onto the left leg, pulling it in, and one more stretch over the body. Pushing that knee down to the floor, pushing that left hand away, stretching, and roll back onto your back. And lengthen that left leg out, lengthen the arms over your head, stretching, reaching, breathing in on the out breath, roll those arms all the way up to the sky, chin into the chest, reaching up and coming up to sitting, all the way forward with those hands towards those feet, rolling yourself down, soften those knees, and then push those knees down into the floor. Sitting yourself up to vertical, put your hands on the floor. We're going to turn over onto all fours. So onto all fours. Hands are under our shoulders. Middle fingers are parallel. Knees are under our hips. Feet are in line with our knees. Pull those knees apart on the mat and engage the glutes. Turn those inside of the elbows forward so we engage the shoulder blades. Lengthen the body. Arching the body up into that cat pose, really tucking the tailbone under, so we're trying to bend that lower back. And then sinking the body down, chest to the floor, eyes up to the sky, big breath in. And breathe out and roll up into that cat again, pushing the air out of your lungs. And then sinking down. Big breath in, spreading those, pushing those knees apart and spreading the buttocks, keeping the inside of your elbows pointing forwards. Loosen off on that down stretch, come into neutral and glide yourself backwards, keeping in the neutral spine, don't go into child pose. Closing down that hip area, coming back up to opening it. Going backwards to your heels and closing down that hip, trying to get your tummy button or the top of your pelvis on your thighs. Come back up onto all fours. Taking your left hand, palm up, slide it under your hand here. Sorry, slide it under your other arm, so we thread the needle. Just give a bit of a rotation, pushing off that right hand, really pushing that left hand through. Really pushing that left hand through, then push off the right hand, come back up onto all fours. Big breath in, roll those shoulders back, turn the left hand, the other hand up and push it through under the left armpit and stretch. Big breath in and out. Big breath in and out. Coming back up onto all fours. Arching that, coming into neutral spine, take that head away from the tailbone and turn your toes over so the soles of your toes are pointing to the floor. Breathing in, lift those knees off the floor and come up into that down dog position. So pushing off those heels, off the weights on the toes, taking the tummy button down towards the thighs, pushing off the heels of the hands, straightening those arms. Tailbone up into the sky, pushing that right heel back down and the left heel back down, straightening the knee. As we push the right heel back, tense the bum, turn that right knee out a bit. Release that, push the left heel back, engage the bum and turn the left knee out. So we engage the bum and we keep those knees straight as we go heel down on the right, heel down on the left. Heel down on the right, hold it there. Take the left one down too. Wiggle those toes, make them soft on the floor. Spread those toes on the floor. Push up onto your toes, bending at the toe joint. Roll onto the little toes. Roll in onto the big toe. Even weight. Look at your feet. Is the middle toe in line with the middle of your ankle, in line with your knees? Push those heels back down to the floor. Stretching those armpits. Stepping that left foot forward between your hands. Keep that right leg up off the ground so it's straight. Pushing that right heel away from you, keeping that knee locked, so tighten that thigh and lower the crutch to the floor. Chest up and forward, stretching through the front of your body and through that pelvis. Really pushing the heel away from the front knee. Big breath in, breathe out, drop that knee to the floor. Turn that back toe over and push off the front of this leg and come up onto your knee and your front foot. So my front knee's at 90 degrees. Now tuck the pelvis under you. Roll those shoulders back so we protect our lower back. We're engaged with the tummy here. And I'm going to glide my torso forward, bending at the front of this hip. Big breath in. Pull that back knee forward on the floor as if you're moving it, but don't just tense the front of this leg. Breathing in. On the out breath, take that right arm up into the sky. Reach and push it up. Breathing in, on the out breath, sinking down towards the floor. Reaching up, sinking, stretching. Breathing in and out. Breathing in and out. Stretching. Bringing that arm back down, one hand either side of the front leg. Glide the body backwards with that toe pointed. Flex that foot up. Sink that toe down. Flex that foot up. Sink that toe down. Straighten this front leg, relax that front ankle and lower the tummy button on towards that thigh if you can. Breathing in and out. Walk the hands towards the right leg. So we turn, feel the stretch on the inside of this leg. And then walk those hands back towards that front foot and cross the leg and go to the outside. Breathing in and out. Come back to center. Bend that front knee. Work it back between those hands. Turn that back toe over. Stretch that groin. Bring that chest up, head up. Lift that back knee up off the floor. Make that back leg straight, tighten the thighs, stretching in the hip area. Breathing in and out. And we're going to step this back leg forward next to the front leg. So tummy buttons down on the thighs, my knees are soft. My head and neck is loose, pushing those knees backwards and tightening them up. Let those hands hang down. Breathing in, put the hands on the knees and just come up into that tabletop position. So we're just having our body horizontal to the floor and push those knees backwards and straight. So we've got a 90-degree angle at our hip. Soften those knees, hang back down to the ground and step the left foot backwards. Left foot back. Stretching, pushing that heel away from the left heel away from the right foot. Keeping that leg straight, tighten that thigh. Pushing that chest forward. Big breath in. And breathe out. Drop that back knee to the floor. Turn that back toe over. Stretching in that hip. Bring yourself up onto your foot and your knee. Tuck the hip under you. Tighten the tummy. Roll those shoulders back. Lengthen the head to the ceiling. Glide that, imagine you're gliding that back knee forward, so you're tensing the front of that leg, pulling the knee towards the front foot without actually moving it. Holding that tension, breathing in. On the out breath, release the tension. Push that left hand all the way up into the sky. Pushing, pushing, pushing. Pushing, reaching, stretching, breathing. Breathing and then release. Bring those hands, one hand either side of that front foot. Glide the body backwards, slide that front foot forward. Bring that tummy button down towards that front leg, point those toes. Flex that foot. Point those toes, keep that knee straight. Flex that foot. Point those toes. And then relax on the toes and really push that knee straight and take your chest and your tummy button down towards that thigh. Walk your hands around to the left-hand side and feel the stretch more on the inside of your leg. Walk your hands back towards the front leg and across to the other side of it and feel the stretch on the outside. Feel the stretch in the side of the left side of your hip as well. Come back to center. Breathing in on the out breath, pull the body down towards the thigh. And then release the tension, let that leg bend, walk it back towards the gap between your hands. Turn your back toes over so the sole of them is on the floor. Lift that back knee, lengthen the leg of the heel, push that heel away, tighten that thigh, stretching those knees away from each other. And then weight on your hands and put that front foot next to the back foot, back into down dog. Pressure's on the balls of our hands, lengthening those fingers. Soften the knees, take the tummy button down towards the thighs. Tummy buttons down towards those thighs. Push that right heel into the floor. Wiggle those toes. Push that left heel into the floor and wiggle those toes. Clench the bum and turn the knees out. Breathing in and out. So we pull the knees out, but we don't let the heels roll in. Big breath in, take that right leg all the way up in the air behind you. Bend that right knee. Now lift that right knee to the sky and drop the foot to the floor and open the hip. And then swinging that right leg through into pigeon. Swinging that through, drop that knee to the floor, resting on the back knee and resting on the front knee. Lower your body down to the ground. Big breath in and breathe out. Big breath in and breathe out. And just let the tension go. Resting on the lower leg, right leg, and lengthening that left leg away from you. Walking your hands back towards your front leg, one hand either side on your foot and your knee. Stretch that left leg away, lift yourself up to vertical. Breathing in, pushing off those hands and take those hands behind you on the floor. Take those hands behind, lengthen them away, breathing in and out, breathing in and out. Pushing those fingers, stretching, pushing off those knees, tensing those legs, holding yourself here. Holding yourself, bring the hands back to the front leg and lower yourself back down to the floor. Using your breath, big breath in and breathe out and release. Lengthen that leg away. Walking those hands back towards this front leg, coming back up. Turn that back toe over. Breathing in on the out breath, lift that back knee off the floor and push yourself back up into down dog. Pushing yourself back up. Pushing that right heel down, pushing that left heel down. Pushing the right heel down, pushing the left heel down. Taking that left leg up behind you. Bend that knee. Drop the foot to the floor, let the knee lift. Open up that hip, keeping the shoulders square to the mat, and then swing that leg through into the pigeon. Swinging that leg through, holding onto that foot so it doesn't slide back. Trying to keep this shin bone across the mat, pushing that back leg back, and then lower yourself back down onto the floor. Lowering yourself back down, chest down, breathing in and breathing out. Breathing in and breathing out. Lengthening the body. And then walking those hands back towards that front knee, lifting the body up, taking the hands off the floor if you can, holding them behind you if you can. Squeezing behind your back, opening that chest up, pushing off that back knee and off the front knee, lengthening those legs, that back leg away from you. Big breath in and breathe out. Big breath in. And then release those hands. Put them on the floor by the front leg, and then on the out breath, lower yourself down and release the tension in that hip. Breathing in and out. Okay, walk your hands back towards your front leg, one hand either side. Turn that back toe over. Lift that back knee off the floor, and push your bum into the air, back into down dog. So balls of the feet are about 1 centimetre and a bit apart. The heels are about 3 centimetres apart. Tummy button down towards the thighs. Push that right heel down. Push that left heel down. Right heel down. Left heel down. Spreading those toes. Go up onto both toes. And then lower yourself down onto the heels. Lower the tummy button back down to the floor. Okay, dropping your knees down to the floor. Come into the tabletop. Right hand, hands under the shoulders, middle fingers parallel. Roll those shoulders back, turn the elbows forward, sinking that back down. Bringing the eyes up to the ceiling and spreading the buttocks, pulling those knees apart. Breathing in. Breathe out, push that back all the way up into the sky. Pushing that back up. And then breathe in and lower. Coming into that neutral spine position. I think we're going to come down onto the floor now. Let's come down onto the floor on our side and do the clam. I was going to do Superman first, but I changed my mind. So come onto the floor, I'm on my left-hand side, supporting my head with my left arm. Knees are bent to 90 degrees. If you drew a line from the top of my head down my spine through my tailbone, it would cut the middle of my shin bone. So we don't want the knees too far forward or too far back. Feet are stacked. Breathing in on the out breath. Lift that top knee up, taking care to have a straight line feeding your spine from your nose, breastbone, tummy button, crutch. Drop that knee down. So make sure there's a little lift at your waist. Lift that top knee up. Drop that top knee down. Lifting it up as we lift, we don't roll back. We don't arch our back, the torso stays still. Lifting up and down, coming from the bum. Lifting up and down. Good, 2 more. 1 more. Hold that knee in the air. Hold that knee in the air and take that knee backwards, up and back, backwards, backwards. Good, 3. Back. Keep the feet close to each other. Good. Good. 2 more. 1 more. Put the feet together. Lower that knee all the way down. Keeping the torso still. You can put your hand on your hip and check it's not rolling forwards and backwards. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Hold it up. Whole leg back. 1, 2, 3. So moving that thigh. 4. The foot just follows. 5, 6, 7, 8. Feet together. All the way down. Feeling it in your bum. All the way up. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Hold it up at 8. Whole leg backwards. 8, 7. Move this thigh. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and lower it down. Straighten that leg, give it a bit of a wiggle, and then rolling over onto the other side. So rolling over onto the other side. So straightness in your lying. So the head is resting on the arm. Spine, if you were standing above and looking down, I'm in neutral spine. If you're looking from the horizontal, it's straight, nose, breastbone, tummy button. So bringing that top knee up and down. That's 7, 6, relax the shoulders. Don't roll back with the hip. 5. The only thing that's moving is this top leg. 3, 2, hold it up at 1. Whole leg backwards, back and together, back. Good, higher with the knees. Keep that thigh turned up to the ceiling. Good. Don't let the knee turn, don't let the thigh turn down to the floor. Good, 2 more. 1 more, and then lowering the knee all the way down, all the way up. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it up, backwards. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it up and lower, down and up, down and up. Good. 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 4 more. 3, 2, 1. Hold it up high. Whole leg back. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Down and up. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, hold it up and back. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Rub that bum, lengthen that leg. And roll yourself over onto your tummy. Over onto your tummy, full head on the ground. Elbows are bent to 90 degrees, hands are up towards the top of the head. Lengthen those legs away from you. Make sure that you're nice and straight. Engage the bottom and push the pubic bone into the floor. Lengthen those legs away. Roll the shoulders up to the ears, slide them down. Draw the tummy button in and lift the belly off the floor. Resting on the bottom rib and the pubic bone, lengthen those legs so they're off the ground. We're going to lift the left leg up for 5, 4. The only thing moving is the leg. 3, 2, 1. Hold it. Right leg. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lengthen and hold. Left leg. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Right leg. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Both legs. 5. Pubic bones in the floor. 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Legs to the floor. Okay, pushing the pubic bone in, lengthening those legs. Thighs are engaged. Feet are soft on the floor. Bringing the hands and forearms up off the ground, elbows stay and lower. Hands and forearms up, elbows stay on the ground and lower. Hands and forearms up, bring the whole arm up, touch the elbow down. Bring the whole arm up, touch the elbow down. Bring the whole arm up and hold it there. Engage the bum, push the pubic bone in the ground, lengthen those legs away. Bringing the arms up to the sky and the legs up too. 5, 4, heads on the floor still. 3, 2, 1. Hold yourself here. Hold, lengthen the head away from the toes, tense the bum. Lifting those arms and legs again. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Put the hands next to the chest. Lengthen the head away from the tailbone. Roll those shoulders back and down and push yourself back up onto all fours. Pushing yourself up onto all fours. Hands under the shoulders. Middle fingers are parallel. Roll those shoulders back and down and turn the inside of your elbows forward. Spread the buttocks, pulling the knees apart on the mat. Lengthen the head from the tailbone. Breathing in on the out breath. Take that left leg straight back. Bring it into the elbow. Take it straight back. Bring it in. Clench the bum and straighten it. Release and ease. Clench and straighten. Release and ease. Clench and straighten. Release and ease. Hold it straight. Hold it straight and lengthen. Tap the toe on the floor. Lift it up. Tap it down. Lift it up. Tap it down. Lift it up. Tap it down and up. Down and hold it up. Bend that knee. The thigh stays horizontal to the floor. Pulse the foot to the sky. Back to horizontal. Up to horizontal. Up to horizontal. Clench the bum. It's the same exercise you just did lying on your tummy. Good. One more. Swing that leg underneath you. Take it out to the side. It's the clam. And in. Follow the knee with the foot. 2, 3, 4. Keeping still with the rest of the body. 5, 6, 7. Hold it out at 8. Pulse it up to the sky. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Swing it in. Swing it out and above you behind. Pulse, lifting up and horizontal. Up, horizontal. Up, horizontal. Up, horizontal. Up, horizontal. Straighten that leg. Tap the toe to the floor and lift. Down and lift. Down, lift. Down, lift. Down, lift. Down, lift. And knee to the elbow and out straight. Use the bum. Extend the bum. Contract it. Extend it. Contract it. Extend it. Contract it. Extend it. Contract it and rest it next to the other leg. No child pose. Roll the inside of the arms forward, clenching the bum and opening those, pulling those knees apart on the mat, straight into the right leg. Right leg out straight, knee to the elbow. If you're feeling it in your wrists, take your body weight back over your back knee. Straight, knee to the elbow. Straight and in. Out and in. So the weight's more on the knee and less on the hands. Hold it out straight. Clench the bum, tap the toe to the floor and clench and lift. Tap it down, clench and lift. Tap it down, clench and lift. Tap it down, lift, down. Hold it up. Bend the knee, pulse to the sky. Up, up. Horizontal's the resting spot. Up, up, up. Swing that knee underneath you. Out to the side and in. Out and in. Out. Good. Out. Out. 3 more. 3, 2. Hold it out there. Hold it up now and pulsing up. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it in. Swing that leg up behind you. Foot to the sky and ease. Clench and ease. Clench. Clench, ease. Clench, ease. Clench, straighten that leg. Down to the floor and up. Down, up. Down, up. Clenching the bum as you lift. Easing as you lower. Keeping the torso still. Allowing the bum to extend and bend. Hold it out straight. Knee to the elbow and out. Easing and straightening. Easing, straighten. Ease, straighten, ease, straighten. 1 more, ease, straighten and rest next to the other leg. Now you can go back into child pose. Back into child pose. Stretching that back. Pulling those fingers forwards on the mat. Lengthening those arms away. Walk those hands to the left-hand side of the mat and stretch the whole right side of your body, really pulling that right hand forward on the mat. Stretching through that armpit, stretching down that side. Walk your fingers towards the left-hand side of the mat. Stretching through that left armpit. Breathing in and out, stretching, stretching. And then walking those hands back to the middle. Come back up onto all fours. Middle fingers parallel, arch that back up, eyes to the knees, really pushing that lower back through. And then sink that back down, eyes to the sky, spreading those buttocks, pulling those knees apart and breathing in. And breathing out. Coming up onto your neutral spine, glide your body backwards, shutting that hip down. And then come up onto all fours. Walk your knees forward and sit yourself down on your mat. Sit yourself down on your mat with your legs extended out in front. Hold behind your thighs and pull up onto your middle bottom or your front bottom. Roll those shoulders back, push those knees into the floor. Glide that right foot forward away so you turn the hip. Glide that left forward away so you turn the hip that way. Gliding right foot forward. Gliding left foot forward. Come to rest in the middle so both feet are the same distance from your hip. Hold behind your thighs, pull yourself up onto your middle bottom. Release those thighs, roll those shoulders and let those arms join into big circles with your arms. All the way up to the sky, round and down. This time leave them up in the sky. Arms together, push those fingers up high. Pushing those knees back into the floor, resting on that middle bottom. Elbows are up above the head. Upper arms next to your ears. Breathing in and breathing out. Take those arms out wide, down to the floor. Roll the shoulders, bring the arms in circles again, big circles. All the way up to the sky. Push those palms together, push them up to the ceiling. Take your eyes up towards your hands. Bring your chin up and stretch the front of your body. Take a big breath in. Fill your lungs up with fresh air and breathe out. And let those arms go down by your side. And rest your hands on your thighs and roll your shoulders. Well done, everybody. Lovely to see you all. Ooh, creak groan. How's everybody feel after that?
Yes, that was great.